This is EMS TV and you are watching EMS English News, and here are today's top stories. Mehbooba Mufti, President of the People's Democratic Party, will visit Tehran from July 3rd to July 6th to attend the state funeral of Iran's former Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The Iranian government has officially invited her as a special guest from India. Mufti said it is a great honor to receive this invitation and thank the Iranian authorities. The state funeral is expected to bring together senior leaders, diplomats and representatives from several countries. Her visit is likely to attract attention because of the importance of the ceremony and the presence of international guests. Fresh allegations have surfaced in the investigation linked to the Ram Temple administration. While police are already looking into the reported donation theft case, the recruitment process at the temple has now also come under scrutiny. According to sources, investigators are examining claims that some people paid bribes to get jobs at the temple. Police are reviewing documents, financial transactions and statements from people connected to the case. It is claimed that around 125 employees were recruited for different positions. Investigators are now trying to verify whether these allegations are true and whether the issue involved only a few people or a large recruitment network. The first group of pilgrims for this year's Amarnath Yatra left from Bhagwati Nagar Yatri Niwas in Jammu early on Thursday morning. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha flagged off the convoy at 4 am. Devotees chanted Bam Bam Bole as they began their spiritual journey to the holy Amarnath cave. The 57-day pilgrimage will continue from July 3rd to August 28th through both the Pahalgam and Baltal roads. Only pilgrims who had completed advance registration, received RFID cards and finished the required eKYC process were allowed to join the first batch. Security arrangements have also been strengthened for the annual pilgrimage. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has said that people who came to India from Pakistan after the 1947 partition should not be called refugees. Speaking at an event, he described them as warriors of struggle who sacrificed their homes, businesses and properties to choose India. Bhagwat said these families came because they wanted to live without fear and freely follow their religion. He added that although India was divided, these people did not lose their faith or hope. His remarks have sparked discussion on the historical meaning of partition and the experiences of those who migrated. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks with Japan Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi in New Delhi during the 16th India-Japan Annual Summit. Prime Minister Modi warmly described his Japanese counterpart as his younger sister, highlighting the close friendship between the two countries. The leader discussed investment, defense cooperation, semiconductor manufacturing, critical minerals, supply chains, maritime security and major regional and global issues. Earlier, Prime Minister Takaichi received a ceremonial welcome and a guard of honor at the Presidential Palace. This is her first official visit to India as Japan's Prime Minister, and both nations aims to deepen their strategic partnership. India's stock market opened on a strong note today with the Sensex rising nearly 400 points to trade around 77,300. The Nifty also gained more than 100 points and crossed the 24,100 mark. Investors showed strong buying interest, especially in IT and metal stocks. Shares of Infosys and HCL Technologies climbed around 4%, leading the rally in the technology sector. Market experts say positive investor sentiment and strong demand for major stocks helped push the indices higher during today's trading session. Tennis legend Novak Djokovic has reached the third round of Wimbledon Championship after a dominant straight set victory over Stefanos. The 39-year-old Serbian star won 6-3, 6-4, 6-2 in just 98 minutes. After the match, Djokovic said age is just a number. Meanwhile, defending champion Jannik Sinner also moved into the third round after defeating Nuno Borges in a hard-fought match lasting over 2.5 hours. Sinner's victories extended his winning streak at Wimbledon to 9 matches. Heavy rainfall has disrupted normal life in Mumbai and nearby districts, including Thane, Palghar and Raigad, where a red alert has been issued. Mumbai recorded around 172 millimeters of rain in the last 24 hours. The BMC has warned that sea waves could rise up to 15 feet and has urged people to stay away from the coastline. Meanwhile, the monsoon has finally reached Rajasthan and Delhi after several days of delay, bringing widespread rain. Heavy showers also affected parts of Madhya Pradesh, while Bad weathers forced authorities to temporarily suspended the Kedarnath pilgrimage in Uttarakhand for safety reasons. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more update next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.